Hi friends, this is KK. Welcome to IT Geeks. Today we'll continue with our fourth video in the tutorial series, that is how to install the Weblogic Server 10.3.4 in Linux. So before continuing further, I'll just like to wrap up the series what we have done till now. So in the first video we have seen how to install VMware WorkStation 12.1 in Windows. And in the same video, we have also seen how to install Red Hat Enterprise Linux 6.4 in VMware. The steps are going to be same even if you are going to install in physical server. And the second video, we have seen how to install the Oracle Grid Infrastructure 11G Release 2. And we have also seen how to configure the Oracle ASM, Automatic Storage Management. And in the third video, we have seen how to install the Oracle database and how to create a database using the command DBCA. And we have also seen how to configure the database for using the ASM. Okay, so let's continue with the current video, how to install the Weblogic server. So let's just start the VMware. Okay, so it started. I'll use my VNC session to connect to the server. Okay, connect, enter the password. Okay, and I'll also be using a putty session. Root 123. I'll go to the root folder. So before continuing to install the WebLogic server, we need to have a WebLogic installation file. I have all my softwares here. So we need the WebLogic server software. So this is my WebLogic server software which I'm going to use for the installation, and I have to copy it from my local to the Linux server. So for that I'll be using a copy command, and before going to the copy command, I've already explained you how to use the share folder in the VMware. So I'm going to use the share folder and copy it to my Linux server. The share folder is normally in the path HGFS and software. This you can configure from your settings in the VMware. Go to settings and go to options, share folder. Here, always enable and enter the path. So I'm sharing this particular path here. Okay, so I'm just gonna copy the jar file to my Aura data folder. getting copied. Before installing the WebLogic, we also have to check what version of Java we are using. So to check the Java version in the Linux, type the command java-version. So my Linux is running on 1.7 Java version. So in case if you are looking for different Java version, you can always do that. Okay, so the copy part is completed. Let's say I want to use the Java version 1.6 for my installation of WebLogic. Just copy the JDK 1.6. Okay, so once you've copied the JDK and the WebLogic software, in case if you're looking to install the WebLogic with the version 1.6, you can always use this command. I'm just going to copy this JDK to the user folder. Okay, so it's there. And to check what version of Java your present Linux is using, you can use this command. You see, there's a plus mark here, so your present Java is 1.7. So in case if you want to use your custom path, you can always specify it. So to do that, you have to use the alternatives command. Alternatives-install to this path user bin Java, and this is the path where you have your Java version 1.6. So I'm going to install the Java 1.6, and after installation you can run this configure command. Before, you see only two options were available, so now there will be a third option. Sorry about that. Yes, you see the third option here, right? That's your custom path. So to make the Linux use your custom path, you have to enter the number 3, and you can check again, the plus symbol here will move down to 3. The present version of Java is 1.6. You can type the java-version command to check again. Okay, so you see, right, your present Java version is changed to 1.6. The same way you can also install the jar and the javac files. And the javac, you can see the jar configuration. It's set, the jar command is not yet set. So use the number 1, enter, and you can check again, set to 1. Okay. And the javac configuration, it's set to 1.7 javac. So I'm going to set it to 1.6, my custom path here. Enter number 3 and enter. Just cross check again. Okay, it's set to 3. So that's the way how you set your Java in Linux. In case if you're looking for your custom Java version. So let's go ahead and continue with our WebLogic installation. So this is where I have my WebLogic installation jar file. So to run this, I'm going to use VNC. Open a terminal. And type xhost plus to set the display. Switch to Oracle user. Go to the Aura data folder where we have our WebLogic installation file, and you have to use this command. So there you go. Okay guys, so this WebLogic installation is very simple guys, not a rocket science. Just follow some simple steps and you're done. Just click next, and this is your home path for the WebLogic server. You can set it to your custom path. I'm gonna set it to software, Oracle, and middleware. Next. As of now, I'm gonna skip this one. Continue. I'm going with the typical one. And you see here, the Java version is set to 1.6. So click next. So this is my installation path for the WebLogic server and coherence. Click next, and next again. Okay, so it's done. You see this small checkbox here, run quick start. Make sure that this box is checked, and in case if you forget, you can still run and configure the WebLogic server from the installation path, as Oracle middleware, and you go to the WebLogic server here and common quick start, and yes, run a quick start. In case if you forget to check this, you can go ahead and run this .sh quickstart.sh file. So click on done. So this will start a quick start for configuring the WebLogic server. So here I'm gonna choose the first option, create a new WebLogic domain. Next, and I'm gonna go with the first one, which is already checked, Weblogic Server domain basic one, and next. So this is your domain name. I'll say it as my domain, and this is the path for your domain. I'm gonna give it to my custom folder in the app. So this is gonna be app/my domain. Click next, and this is the login credentials for your WebLogic console. WebLogic is the name, and the password I'm gonna use WebLogic123. Confirm the password and click next. Available JDKs, so you can choose either development mode or production mode based on your requirement, and click next. So here you have option to create an admin server, or you also have an option to create the managed server. So as of now, I'm just going to create the admin server, and later we can see how to create a managed server. Click next. So this is your server name, admin server, and the local address. I'll give my host address, which is 192.168.88.78. This is the listener port 7001, and click next. This is your configuration details. So just click on create, and it should create your admin server in the WebLogic. So that's it, guys, it's done. You can see your admin server URL. Click on done, and you can open your browser and check if, oh sorry, before going to that, we have to start our WebLogic server. For that, you have to go to your installation path, that is cd app. You can see now I got a folder with the name my domain. So this is my domain name. Go to my domain. In that my domain you have a bin folder. Yeah, here you can either go to bin folder and start WebLogic, and you also have a start weblogic.sh for file here. Just type /start weblogic.sh. So you'll get a log saying that the WebLogic server is getting started. Okay, so it's running now. This is your IP address and the port number / console. Enter. Okay, there you go. Remember the WebLogic login credentials which you have entered while installation. You have to give that WebLogic123. As it's the first time, it's taking a bit of time. Okay, so this is how your WebLogic console looks like. Go to environments and servers, and you should see an admin server up and running. The status. In case you have any deployments like .ear or .war WAR file or ER file, you can go to here and click on install and just browse your WAR file, that is the web application file, and just click on install, and it's done. It's easy. And in case if you need a connection to the database, click on services, data source, and you can create a new data source here. So in the previous tutorial we have created a database, so I think it should be up. Yes. So I'm gonna use these credentials to create a connection in the Weblogic server, just to give you an example how to connect to the Weblogic server with the database. Click new, join the data source, just give a name. I'll say it's Oracle DB, give a JNDI name. So in this case the JNDI name is going to be this one. It's a custom one, guys. You can use any JNDI name which you prefer. Oracle, and next. So just choose the driver and click next. Next again. So this is going to be a database name, which is host name will be your host IP address, and the port number, the standard 1521. So I'm gonna use create user, let's say VM test identified by VM test. So your user is created. So after creating the VM test user, you have to grant the connect permission to the user. Grant connect to VM test. Okay, the grant is succeeded. So once this is done, click next and test your configuration. Okay, the connection is successful. Next. So which server you want this connection to be applied? That we have our admin server. Just choose the admin server and click finish. So that's it, how you configure your Oracle database connection in your Weblogic server. You can go to connection pool and see the configuration. You can also see the targets. So that's it, guys. That's it for this session. And we have completed our Weblogic server installation in Linux, and we've also seen how to configure the Oracle database connection in the Weblogic server. So that's it for this tutorial series. So do subscribe and let me know if you are looking for something else. We'd always be happy to help you. Thank you, guys.